Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a sort of character spotlight type of video. Going to be giving my thoughts on a group of characters, a group of villains that we will probably be seeing around The Walking Dead season 6-ish time, probably season 6, and that is from trade paperback volume 13, Too Far Gone, The Scavengers. Okay, so from roughly The Walking Dead issue 75, 76-ish, here is a look at the Scavengers in a group shot where we can see them all together. We have about 5 members of the group, led by, at the front there, Derek. So this is a group of characters that are in the Washington, D.C. type area and around that location. And what they basically do, or our interpretation based on what we see of them in the comic book series, is that this group, it doesn't have that many members, only 5 members, but what they do is they kind of travel from place to place. They do not have a home base so far as we know, and they basically get whatever they can. So they will attack groups, they will attack other survivors, and they will take what they have. Similar, I guess, in some capacity, in some ways, to the governor, but not on the same kind of scale, where the governor has a whole town of his own, has a ton of weaponry, a ton of manpower, and is able to take on larger groups, such as Rick at the prison. This group right here, the Scavengers, they are pretty well armed in terms of they have some guns, they have some hand-to-hand weapons and that. But it seems to me, based on what we see of them in the comic book series, that they rely mostly on timing and intimidation to get what they want. So what we see in the Walking Dead comic book series, it says here, the Scavengers, group of survivors from Washington, D.C. area, and the sort of quote that goes the most with them is basically during a funeral. So after, at the Alexandria safe zone with Rick's group, there are a couple characters that are killed, or at least one, a couple. And they're doing like a funeral service for one of them. That's when this group of characters attacks. And the most recognizable line for many of them would be from Derek, the leader, as he faces off against Rick. And Rick comes up to the gate after they fire off a shot to let them know they're there. And Rick says, "Okay, stranger, you've got my attention. What can I do for you?" And then you have Derek at the front here, and he basically says, "Isn't that obvious? Little pig, let me in." So, kind of a double meaning there, of course, because Rick is a police officer, right? Of course, you have that. Then in addition to that, the big bad wolf type thing, blow your gates down type thing. So there's that. So this now after which basically it's revealed that Derek has kind of set him up, and that they have a sniper with aim on that location, as you can see right here, and he's got a dot right there. And basically what they try to do is they try to get Rick and the others to allow them into the Alexandria safe zone, into their home, basically, to take whatever they want. So Rick refuses, of course, and then afterwards you have one of his snipers takes out Derek's sniper, and then we have a pretty good little gun battle that goes off. Now, basically, the purpose of the group, it seems to me, in terms of writing, is to get this big battle going. You have 5 of them firing off, and then they're all basically shot down by the Alexandria safe zone characters, because there's so many of them. They have more manpower, and they have Andrea, who's basically a sniper and extremely accurate and fast, very talented, and so they're all killed off, but all the gunfire creates so much noise that we have basically a huge herd of zombies that all hear the noise and then head towards the Alexandria safe zone. So similar type thing as what happened with, Terminus, so to speak. Similar thing that happened with the prison, which is that after any kind of big battle goes down, you have a huge herd of walkers that goes through the location. And following that is the trade paperback No Way Out, which is volume 14. So in that one, we get to see the huge herd come through. Now, what we see these characters in the second half of season 5, I don't think so. They'd be a decent group to kind of have in there very quickly for a couple episodes to fill out the season, because we do have 8 left. But something tells me that this is probably going to be season 6, I would say, because we still haven't gotten to the Alexandria safe zone, and I'm sure there's going to be lots of things to see. They may add in another location on the road there in between. So I'm going to assume we're going to see this group in season 6. I did think they were an exciting group to see, and it's also interesting too that this group shows what the people of the Alexandria safe zone are not prepared for. Once Rick arrives and the others, Rick devises some strategies to deal with attacking groups. But prior to Rick and the others getting to the Alexandria safe zone in the comic book series, Douglas and the others who are running this group in Alexandria, they don't have any kind of means to deal with another group attacking. If Rick's group wasn't there, this group of even 5 characters with getting the jump on the Alexandria safe zone, if those gates were open and they had people at gunpoint, such as Douglas the leader, they could have looted everything. They could have killed everybody, basically, because once they would have them in their sights and the person, puts their hands up, they've got them captive. Now, as the others start coming out from Alexandria, they can use the leader, like if they are able to capture Douglas, who would have been in Rick's place had Rick not have been there, and Douglas had let them in, then, the others would have been like, oh, shit, they've got Douglas, or, they've got the equivalent of Rick, the leader of the whole group. We better do what they say, this kind of thing. So it is an interesting group of characters, and especially the standoff scene between the sniper scopes, the dot being on Rick, and then, kind of the shot, not knowing where the shot came from, figuring out that wasn't Rick being shot, that was Andrea taking out their sniper, and who they will kind of put in that role, because Andrea, of course, in the TV series is dead. She's not alive. So it'll have to be somebody else if they go along the same route, unless they just change it up a bit. I expect they would mix it up a little bit, but I think we're going to probably see them in about, season 6 at some point in time. So I'll put the link in the description to the Wikia article. You guys can read it, and it's got some references to the issues. You can read the specifics if you haven't already read the Walking Dead comic book series based on it. Let me know what you guys think about the Scavengers. I think they're an interesting group, but because they're not that original, because they're similar in some capacity to the Governor's group and them going out and stealing things from people, I can understand why this is a quick, group that isn't around for very long. The equivalent of probably maybe an episode or 2, maybe 2 episodes, maybe 3 at the most, but no more than that, not even as much as the Hunters, right? Because they're similar to another. They're not that unique, and they always want to keep The Walking Dead fresh, unique, and new, right? And different things all the time. So let me know what you guys think about the group, and when you think we're going to see them. And based on this timing, I'm telling you, I'm looking through these and I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, we're not even at issue 70 or 75 yet. We're at like in the 60s, and Negan doesn't appear till episode or issue 100. So we've got like 40s, we've got like over 40 issues left. So him appearing in season 6 or 7. Maybe it does make a lot of sense that those casting rumors about Kevin Durant could have been false, because if that's the case, if he's not even there till issue 100 and they go around the same time frame type deal, that would be way later. That would be like possibly season 10 or season 8 or season 9 or somewhere far down, right? So let me know what you guys think about that too. But I wanted to do a quick video giving my thoughts on the Scavengers, because I'm pretty sure we're going to see them. Probably will, season 6. Let me know what you guys think, and if you like the video, please thumb it up below. If you want to help support the channel, please share it. Please favorite it. That's it for this one, guys. See you for the next one. As always, it's Trev. Peace.